I don't look for perfection. I don't look for symmetry. I look for how something feels. At the age of 14, I was pushed into working in factories or in clothes. My father didn't agree with women being full front of the business force. He told me that at the age of 18, his idea was that I would get married and have children, and that I didn't need to study because I didn't need to work. Because I'm a woman. And so my work was sewing, started with sewing men's underwear and then moved to sewing coats for women and skirts and everything. But it's from there that I started developing a passion for sewing and how sewing could liberate this suffocated side, that I never was allowed to show, because I wasn't allowed to do certain things. I wasn't allowed to go out and to be free. And so when my father moved away, I just felt that I was finally going down the route that I was supposed to be in. Some of my work has been fun, like silly things, but some in the industry has been provocative or talking about topics that I like, domestic violence, for instance, which is a topic that I grew up in, using the sewing machine as something that I was pushed into and forced into, and I had to be quiet and so. And I feel that I don't want to limit myself in one thing, and it doesn't matter if people don't recognize my work being, it doesn't matter to me. Here, for instance, I was experiencing a tooth pain, and I just went to the dentist, and I had a root canal, and so I went home and I go away, I did this drawing which represented how I was feeling. So it says, "Go away, pig, fuck," whatever it says, and with the tooth here, and the blood, wow. Little ghost. I've always been fascinated by the world of sea. So everything started with a fish.
This is how I ended up thinking fish. Well, I pescatarian or this overall.
And my surname is about the water as well. Idro, which is water, Tino, container. So it's water container. So I just feel that everything makes sense in a way. We came back from a journey in West Papua in Indonesia, where I, for the first time, I dived and looked at corals from close up. Mm-hmm. And this world is impossible to recreate, not even if you tried, So I'm not trying to recreate the corals as they are, but I'm trying to bring the essence of them, the grandiose scale and the grandiose, scheme of colors and the beauty, and how they coexist together into a cramped space, they fight for space, for growing, and how they're layered, Yeah, this is simply made, not simply, no, not simply, but yeah, simply made, wire and wool. This is how I've been working. So you put a needle in here, you go to this side, you take it, you put it back, making sure that it's in the right place. I'm telling you, this is it's crazy. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta stop now. I sit down, I take a rest, and it's insane. It's insane.
What is this place? Like the browns.
I love this location. What I'm doing now is something that I'm extremely proud of, and I have the opportunity to do what I do. Thanks also to my husband. Mm-hmm. He really helps me for me to actually do this work. For the coral piece, I really wish to find parents to adopt it. I can't keep it in my house. I want this piece to travel to people to see it, and maybe I will donate it if I happen to find a good host. That's all I want. It really is what I want. And it's like throwing into the sea and bon voyage.
Yeah, this is what happens. So awesome.
Getting filmed, so better not make any mistakes when you're driving.
I think as long as you have your seatbelt on, you're
I got
safe.
my seatbelt on. As long as I stop at my stop sign.